Students, lesson number 11, cell structure and microorganisms. Under this lesson, we are now moving toward the next part of our lesson, and that is the we have to that we had seen already. Now we are here. Let's recalls part is there. Here project is given to you. Visit the garbage depot from your village or city, and find out the reason for burying the garbage in the large pits there. So here the reason behind it that the garbage which we can convert into the manure, that is the wet garbage, we can convert into manure and we can use it for the farming. So that is one of the reason, that is we have to bury it. Then what happens, it converts into the what that is manure. Next point is the question is the let's recalls question is there. What does your mother do to make the yogurt from your milk? So for this question you just discuss with your mother how she is making yogurt, that is the dahi, from milk. So here what she is doing, first of all she is taking the lukewarm milk, lukewarm komat we are saying in Marathi, okay, and inside it she is adding buttermilk. What she is adding, the little bit buttermilk. What is the buttermilk? Buttermilk has some microorganism, that is lactobacillus are there, and that convert this milk, what it coagulates the milk and it turns into yogurt after 6 to 8 hours. Okay, here 8 to 10 hours given. Then if female drops off, that is the process of making yogurt from the milk. If a few drops of yogurt or buttermilk are mixed with the lukewarm milk and it is kept at that temperature for 8 to 10 hours, microbes present in the drop of yogurt, okay, quickly multiplies and milk get converted into yogurt. Microbes are useful for producing the milk products like butter, buttermilk, cheese and paneer, etc. Next point is the fermentation. Okay, so fermentation, this part also I think we had seen, but we will quickly revise. The chemical process of conversion of one type of carbon compound into the another type of carbon compound by the action of microorganism is called as a fermentation. Okay, so milk we convert into the yogurt. So milk is a one type of carbon compound and we convert it into the dahi, that is a yogurt. So yogurt is another type of carbon compound, and for that we add the little bit quantity of buttermilk, means microorganisms we add to the milk, and this process is called as a fermentation. Heat is generated in this process. Carbon dioxide, means heat is microorganisms grows, so what happens in the process of respiration of that microorganism, the carbon dioxide is released and this gas causes the increase in its volume. So its volume increases. For example, here bakery products inside bread dough, okay, they are adding the yeast inside it and bread dough rises, idli batter inside, and so what happens, if we keep it as it is, it rises up, and the process of fermentation is used for making yogurt from the milk, for producing alcohol, grains and food, bread and flour, as well as for the production of acetic acid and so citric acid, lactic acid, vitamins and antibodies. We are using this fermentation process, okay, that we had seen. Now we are here, use your brain power. Why is yogurt is mixed? Why is yogurt mixed in the batter or the dough for making rava idli, bhature or naan? Okay, as you know that the yogurt, when we are adding inside it, some microorganisms are there, okay, and these microorganisms are what happens, they are making it soft or spongy. Then how do preparations like yogurt, idli, dosa becomes easy to digest? Okay, these are easy to digest because the microorganisms are there, okay, and these microorganisms help in the process of digestion. If the microbes are allowed to grow in a batter, we allow the means we are keeping, if you see, if you ask your mother, she is for making dosa or idli, she is keeping this batter. For preparing the batter, it takes 24 hours, totally 24 hours for preparing the batter of the idli dosa. Otherwise dough is there. Here for that what happens, she is first of all she is just she soaks the rice and the dal for 12 hours nearly in the water, and after that what happens, after making it, after grinding the mixture, again she is keeping 12 to more than 12 hours for rising, for fermentation she is keeping. And when we are using the yeast like substance for the for dose of the bakery products, because of it what happens, it becomes spongy, the fruit juices etc., they break down these substances, means which substances, the carbon products which are present inside that substance, producing new compounds as they grow, they are producing new compounds and multiply in them. This microbial process is used in the production of various common foodstuffs. Okay, so fermentation process we are using for the production of various food. Who discovered the process of fermentation? Okay, that you have to find out. Now here the next point is the sometimes when we are ill, okay, the doctor prescribes the capsules or injections of medicines like penicillin. Okay, so doctor is giving, when we are ill, that time he is giving the penicillins medicines. So these types of medicines destroy the pathogen disease producing bacteria are there, they destroys, okay, and retard their growth, means their growth stops from in our body, they are called as antibiotics. Okay, what is, you know that doctor is giving antibiotics, means what he is giving the medicine which kills the pathogens from our body. Antibiotics are produced with the help of specific microbes. These antibiotics are there, they are producing by using the specific microbes, and they kill the pathogens from our body. Diseases like which diseases? TB, that is tuberculosis, typhoid, cholera, etc., which were previously considered as incurable, so many people die because of these diseases, have now come under control because of this antibiotics. Okay, now next point is the domestic animals too can produce from various diseases, protected from various diseases by mixing antibiotics with their food. In food they are adding the antibiotics, so we can protect them from the various diseases. Plant diseases can also be controlled with the help of this antibiotics. So this is the use of useful bacteria. Okay, by using, we are producing the antibiotics, we are preparing some food materials which is healthy for us. Okay, and this is the use, by using this we can cure the disease. So here always remember point is given, what is given here we will see. Though antibiotics are useful for curing certain diseases, they can be harmful if without consulting a physician. Okay, they are useful, but we have to take the physician, means doctor's advice we have to take. By taking proper, by observing the symptoms body, we have to use this antibiotics. Hence a course of antibiotics should be completed strictly following by the doctor's prescription. Means suppose doctor is giving some medicine, you know that if you see the DOTS treatment is given for the TB patient, and in that there means advertise is coming on the TVs, that is for TBs. So this free treatment is given to the TB patient. So for that, what they are telling to us, we have to complete the treatment. If it may be 1.5 year, half year, whatever is there, that we have to complete the treatment properly without any gap. So here that is important, means if you are taking the antibiotics, you have to complete the course, otherwise it will be, what happens, we see the symptoms again. Following doctor's prescription. In fact, we should not take any medicine on our own treat ailment, means our own, if we don't want to take any ailment. So body ache, headache, common cold, these diseases are there, we have to take the doctor's suggestion and then we have to take the treatment. Why are infants vaccinated according to fixed time schedule? There are some diseases, so vaccines are there, BCG and cholera, triple, polio. These we have to take on time. Why? Because it protect the baby from these diseases. And what is a vaccine? So for that, we'll see here what is vaccines. Answer is given here, that we will see here. A vaccine is produced. What is vaccine? Vaccine is produced in the laboratory with the help of microbes. Just I told you the use of microorganisms inside it. A vaccine is produced in the laboratory with the help of microbes. Microbes are there, they are using for producing these vaccines, and what that gives the immunity against the particular diseases. It gives the immunity, means the power to fight with the disease is called as the immunity power, fight with the particular diseases. If we have been vaccinated against any disease, if we are taking the vaccine against any diseases, our immunity, that is to fight with this disease, means resist to that disease, increases, and so we are not getting, so that the possibilities of contracting that disease is greatly decreased. Means in future, if the baby is getting vaccinated with the particular vaccine, the baby is not suffering from this disease in his life. Okay, or when these microorganisms enter in the body, baby's body in future, then it has a power to fight with that diseases. Next point is the microbes are also used in the process like tanning of skin. Skin tanning, when we are going into the sunlight, our skin becomes black, and so this is called as a tanning of skin. Production of rope and string from the agave. Okay, this is one kind of a tree, and from that ropes we are preparing. For that also microbes are used. Some microbes are use oil for their growth. Such a microbes are used to clear the layer of oil floating on the surface of the ocean. You know that I told you, in the oil, that mineral oil is what happens, transported to the or exported to the other countries via what, sea way. So for that, what if by mistake any accident takes place and that oil spills on the water surface, so we can remove it by using this microorganism, because they are using this oil for their growth. And due to this, what happens, the growth, the oil you know that when oil cover the water, then what happens, the oxygen, what happens, it will not enter inside that water, and then what happens, the animals, the living organisms, aquatic animals get die, and so it is important to remove that oil layer. And for that also we can use the microbes which are using oil for their growth. So that is a very good use of these microbes. Next, so here it is, some microbes use oil for their growth. Such a microbes are used to clear a layer of oil floating on the surface of ocean and lake formed due to leak or spill, that is clear and oil slicks. Okay, so the oils layer we can remove by using this microbes. Next, from waste, that is human urine, feces, wet garbage, etc. is collected and used in a biogas plant, produce the biogas and fertilizers. That is also the use of the microorganisms. Okay, from this biogas, you know that in the villages there are, where the animals are more, that rearing the animals, they by using that animal waste, what they are preparing the gas, that is the biogas they are producing, and which is using for the cooking the food, and the slurry which is left behind, that is using as a fertilizer in the farm. So today we see the useful, yes, last lecture also and today also we seen the microorganisms, useful microorganisms, how it helps for us in the process of fermentation, in the preparing the medicine, like the incurable diseases like typhoid, TB, and this diseases, means antibiotics production inside there is a use of a useful microorganisms. After that, for the production of the biogas, here is also it has the use of the microorganisms. And here means this is about the useful microorganism. In next lecture we will see the information and about the harmful microorganisms, means which causes the diseases or which is fatal for the person who is means when these microorganisms, harmful microorganisms, means only the pathogens enter in the body. So that part we will see in our next lecture. So today we will stop here only. So all of you read the lesson. Okay, and all of you write the can you tell, let's recall, use your brain power. These questions are there, these question answers you have to note down from this lesson in your notebook. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.